Mel, you developed this project, didn't you? It was your idea. Can you tell us why, how, when, where?
Oh, I was sitting in the office with my partner, Bruce, and we both watched it when we were kids. And we were talking about it. And Bruce said, you know, I always thought that that was a good idea to develop that for a movie. And I thought, that's not a bad idea at all. So, in fact, it wasn't my idea, it was his idea. But we sort of collaborated, you know, within 5 minutes. It was both our idea, and we approached a writer of great caliber in the form of William Goldman, and he baked a pretty good cake, and we took the cake over to Donner's house one Saturday morning early, and he sort of took a bite and liked it. So it was, it just kind of all fell into place.
What is it about the original Maverick TV series that really got your juices going?
I don't know. It cast a certain spell. I don't know if you watched it when you were younger, but it cast a spell. It had a lot of wit and charm, and it was kind of gave you a good feeling to watch it. You enjoyed the experience. And Garner was fantastic in that way because he allowed you to access the adventure with his persona. And that's kind of what made that all work. And it sent it up, too. It didn't take itself entirely seriously, and nor did this.
Which is one of the nice things about it.
Yeah.
How did you get James Garner to get involved in this project, in particular in this the role he plays?
We asked him. Yeah, he was like really liked the idea and came aboard like that. So.
Did he give you any pointers on how to play the character, or?
No, he never said anything like that. He was just doing his own deal. Yeah.
Now, if I'm mistaken, Meg Ryan was first considered for this, but then she had the baby, so you thought of Jodie. Why Jodie?
Well, when you're looking around for someone, you say to yourself, now, who could do this? And you go for, I think Meg is more an obvious kind of choice, and I really like what she does. And then she couldn't do it, so we're thinking, like, let's go for another really good actress. And we thought, Jodie's a great actress. And she didn't disappoint us one bit. I think she's just really beautiful and sexy and comes off, you know, she's great. And she can do anything she puts her mind to, really.
So you'd work with her again?
Oh, in a shot, yeah, like in a heartbeat.
I was reading that the way you worked on this movie, where there was a lot of improvisation. Does Richard Donner always work that way?
Since I've been working with him, he has. I don't know, but I think he prefers that. He likes to feel, you know, the looseness of something, and he'll act on an impulse. That's the way he is by nature. As a man, you know, he'll act on an impulse, and that's the way he makes his films. His personalities. Look, that film is very telling about who Richard Donner is. Like his Lethal Weapon films, they're the same. They're telling about him. And we have a good rapport, and it's a lot of fun to take a script or a good secure blueprint and then just add a lot of flips and twirls to it and see where we end up. So there's a lot of improvisation that goes on.
Now, there's some amazing vistas and sceneries in this movie. Does that affect the internal work?
It has to, yeah, it must. I'm not quite sure how. I don't think I could analyze why. There's something to do with the place you're at. Even this room does a certain thing. I mean, environment has a tremendous effect. They say it's ley lines or, you know, cosmic forces hit a certain spot at certain times, and you happen to be there. Well, it's just dumb luck, and maybe it was all predestined. Who knows? Your environment does affect you tremendously in what you do and what you say and what you think. And heredity, I think, wins.
Now, you, not too long ago, you made your first film as a director. And you've worked with a lot of very good directors, Richard Donner, Peter Weir, George Miller. Where would you say, as a director, your affinity is? Are you, which one of these directors has affected you more in the way you work?
I don't think you can say they've all affected me in a totally different way, because they're so individual and so good at what they do, very skillful at what they do, and yet they all approach the same problem from a totally different perspective. So that I do to a degree. You have to understand what your director is looking at in his vision and how he sees it, but and learn to trust him. But you can't put one above the other. I mean, they all achieve excellence from a different stance. It's just amazing to me that there is no right way to do anything. As they once told me, there's only a million wrong ways. Scary, huh? Laryngitis, yes.
Mel, what kind of roles are being offered to you these days, or do you just develop them yourself now?
All sorts of stuff comes in, all sorts of wild and wonderful stuff, and it's encouraging to see the variety of stuff that comes in. I mean, everything from medieval Scots to futuristic, you know, electricians, which is like, and of different, you know, characteristics, different qualities, different kinds of people. So it's nice to sort of receive a lot of things like that. You can't do them all. You got to let some of them go, and some of them, you know, personally don't suit. But there's a good variety of stuff. I'll never have to stop within the next couple of years for a lack of work. Put it that way.
And this project that you have immediately coming now, could you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, that's filming up in Scotland and Ireland, and it's from the pages of history. It's about a man called William Wallace, who was a sort of Scots patriot and fought for freedom. That's all about it.
Are you also directing it?
Yeah, it's a big one.
Best of luck.
Thank you.